Got a book out called Through the Eyes of a Man. It's on Amazon and Kindle. And I'm working on I did an audio book for it. But I'm working on another joint right now called Believe. It's actually a motivational album where people can put it in while they rolling, or they riding, while they working out, or just chilling at the house.
Motivation, so
And giving people motivation and the encouragement to go further, man, and chase their dreams and their goals and their aspirations. And it's just one of those things where we have to understand the power of words, brother. And words have power. Think about all the things that you said over and over and over again, and at some point it manifested. And that's what we have to do. We have to continue to speak what we want.
Wow. That's
like,
real spill.
Yeah, it's like the Bible
Speaking into it, speaking into existence.
That's it. I'm a man of faith, man. I believe that the definition of faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Think about those times when you were a shorty and you asked your mom or your dad for a bike or some clothes or some shoes.
True.
And they said, I can't get it right now, but I'll get it when I get paid or when I get enough money. And you held on to that.
Yes.
You couldn't see it. You couldn't touch it, but you believed you were going to get it. So when it did manifest and your parent got it for you, you were just as happy as when you asked.
Yes.
That's faith. People always want to get super spiritual and do all these theologies and soliloquies about what faith is. Faith is a principle, man. And I mean, come on, if you walk off a building, you going straight down. Unless you got a parachute on. If you slap somebody, you gonna get slapped back. So it's a simple principle of life, man.
Whether they do it or karma comes
Something gonna slap you back, metaphorically or physically, So it's just one of those things where we have to hold on to what we're doing and understand that our words have power, man. And I'm gonna do a piece on that tomorrow, actually, and I got it all written out, and I'm gonna lay it down. And I just believe in, man, supporting my brothers, man, whether it's hip hop, whether it's gospel, whatever it is. But I believe in staying true to who I am. I won't fall into the buffoonery, and I won't go outside of my character in order to gain fame or get money.
You know what?
I'm gonna stay who I am, whether it's 1 or 500.
Brother, speaking of buffoonery, I gotta say this. Clearly in my Stephen A. voice, you brought up the bike.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And I did the same thing. I said that. It happened. I got my bike.
Right.
It was a Schwinn.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Not a Schwinn.
It was a Hulkamania Schwinn.
Okay.
The red frame.
Okay.
With the yellow mags.
Right.
The banana seat. Right.
Come on,
I put
man.
the drags on it, and I took the big ones off and put the baby Schwinn handlebars on it.
See, but you talk about that's that faith.
I mean, it was the faith. And
Man.
somebody in Preston Park had faith too, because I guarantee you they asked their parents and they said no, so they came and got mine.
But let me tell you something about that really
Is
quick.
that reverse faith or something like?
That same bike, my uncle Joe Jackson, who's my pastor now, but he's my uncle. He had a Huffy with the banana seat. It was all black and it was yellow. He had, remember the little vroom vroom you put on the handlebars, and so check this out. He had his bike, and when he got too big for the bike, he still wants to keep his bike. So he always said, "Hey, Simeon, stay off my bike." And when he would go out of town or go, one summer he went to the blue chip basketball camp. While he was gone, I talked my grandfather into letting me take the bike out. Let me tell you this. I was riding the bike hard. I don't know how this happened, but the bike split in half. From the handlebars, the frame came loose. Boy, I walked the bike home crying. And my granddaddy was a mechanic. I was like, "Granddaddy, can you weld it back together? Can you do it?" Bro, I had that bike hid across the hallway in one of our apartments. And one day my uncle finally saw it. And I was just like so scared, but I broke his bike. But he kept telling me, "Don't ride my bike because I don't want you to mess it up."
He knew.
He kept saying that, those words. And I took the bike anyway when I wasn't supposed to. And that karma got my butt, and I broke it down. Hey, what's going on, Cabral? How you doing? We got people watching, guys.
So now, I had to do a tad bit of research. I went through your Facebook right there a little bit, and I'm glad you brought up the book. I think that's amazing. That you know what I'm saying? You got the audio to it. How important is marketing?
Man.
Man. How important is that?
Let me tell you something. My brother right here next to me, Too Official, he He's been teaching me a little bit about marketing. Him and my marketing manager, Ashley Easley, and even my producer, Jose Perez and Jamani and Amdi. I've been learning
Shout out
some
to you
stuff about marketing. This past All-Star weekend was huge for me. I was at like 4 events, man, and people still been hitting me since then. But I learned that you have to make sure that you let people know who you are, get them to follow you, and you have to keep putting your stuff out and promoting it. But I think the thing about marketing, man, is consistency. You can't keep changing up who you are. I'm going to be the same dude, whether I got 1 follower or 1 million followers, and you have to just stay consistent. And no matter how it looks, feels, or sounds, you got to stay on that, because a lot of people get detoured because they're like, man, ain't nobody following me. I ain't doing this. And then they try to go outside of themselves just to gain notoriety, and you mess up your whole shebang.
What was we just up here talking about? Hey, ain't nothing worth. If it's not worth having, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
You got to
Every
struggle
great
for
thing
what you
takes
want.
time.
Come on, man.
Hard work, dedication.
Hey,
It's not gonna come overnight
Come on.
for you, man.
You have to
Anything
stay,
worth having,
yeah.
You gonna struggle.
You got to
for
stay
it.
consistent and committed, and you got to stay faithful and focused on that thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, man, nobody's immune to the trials and tribulations of life. But when it comes, it comes.
That's why I appreciate Mr. Two Official. I'm starting to come accustomed to those morning calls. And usually I would be the one, ask cuz, I'd be the one.
Hold on.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Let's go. And now I have someone that's just like, thinking, hey, he beats me to the call.
Yeah.
Love it. Am I Steven?
That's that karma coming back on you.
Mhm.
This is when you used to do it to me.
Yeah.
That's been done to you.
Hey, but you want that good karma though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want that good karma. I mean, that's the karma you want, man. I think it's so funny, man. I love black people. And I mean, I love all people, but I have a specific love for my people. And I think whether it's Black History Month or whether it's every day, when you sit back and you think about the things that when I talk about this thing I'm going to do tomorrow, I talk about Dr. Martin Luther King, right? Look at all the things he spoke. Now, he wasn't alive when it manifested, but he spoke it
I may not
on
get
a
there with
man. But look, he didn't get there with us, but
But
it
my
happened.
eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
It happened. No, come on, man. Hey, it's real up in here, and that's why, man. I'm so glad I was able to make it, man. You brothers are
And
cool.
speaking of him, he's a writer.
Who?
Martin Luther.
Oh no. But see, wait.
Bars.
But look. Let me tell you something about
Bars.
Martin Luther King and a lot of great writers. You know, they had people that helped them write.
Yes.
They had ghostwriters and things like. I'll give you a fun fact. The guy that wrote the "I Have a Dream" speech,
Speak on.
he didn't say much about it because he was a gay man, a homosexual, and at that time, you couldn't really speak on that.
No.
And the guy that wrote the "I Have a Dream" speech, he was a gay guy. And the reason I'm saying that, hey, to me, it don't matter what you are. But I'm telling you, back then, the way the world was set up and the way people were, he couldn't come out and say that. He was behind the scenes. Right. But that man's mind was brilliant.
Yes.
His mind was brilliant.
You know what? I think too much.
And we're still talking about it to this day.
Oh, yeah. In today's society, I think it's too much emphasis on your sexuality. I don't want to know what's going on in your bedroom. I swear to God, I don't. I mean, if you that.
Yeah.
They saying something like, I'm going to do that. Well, I'm going to have a beer. Well, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And one of them specials he did. So I can't say the words.
Yeah, don't say the words. Please don't.
No. It is what it is. But you're right.
You brought that up, and I feel that way. Like, oh, I don't care what you're
Yeah.
doing in your bedroom. But I do care about that work you putting out. And that work should stand, not your sexuality. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the letters. I don't know, the HBQs, the HBOs, or whatever. I don't know how you say it.
Which one?
Here y'all
I'm making a
go.
joke. I'm making a joke.
I can,
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
And it's man,
joke, y'all.
I'll tell you like this, man. Our world, we have to be more concerned with the good and the bad, the do's and the don'ts. We can't be consumed with people's sexuality. If that's who you are, that's who you are. Be you, be happy with who you are, and move forward. You don't have to. That's it. I like you and I love you for the person that you are, the person that's going to uplift someone, educate someone, inspire someone, and give the gift of powerful and positive affirmations. I don't care what your sexual preference is. I care about you as a human being, and that's what we have to look at. You have to learn how to love people.
There you go.
Man,
There you
you
go.
can't say it no better.
A motivational speaker.
It's real.
Man, motivational speaker, actor, author.
So
Seem like
Oh, yeah, that-
activist.
real dope, real dope.
Let's go on,
You know
man.
what I
Let's
mean?
go on.
So let's make some connections, right? Martin Luther King was Alpha.
Yeah, and I'm a Phi Beta Sigma.
You just don't take it away. I love it. I love it.
I got some of my Phi Beta Sigma brothers watching right now.
Hey, shout
Go
out-
mob.
Go mob. Shout out to Terrence Cephas.
Hey, my uncle was a Phi Beta Sigma.
Yeah.
And he, when I was a shorty, he used to have fraternity parties at my grandmother's crib. He taught me the little gold mob thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought it was cool as a shorty.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Did he ever make the Sigma punch?
Oh,
The blue
wow.
punch, the blue juice.
I never, now look, I wasn't downstairs when they was partying, but I know them parties was wild.
I want to speak on that part right there. I was going to make another connection, but let's stay
He
right
said
here.
the blue punch.
The blue punch, the blue
Sigma
juice.
punch, that's a real thing because in high school I became a Sigma Beta.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Shout out to Terrence Cephas and all that. So I got to do some things that a normal high schooler wouldn't get to do.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying? We standing out on King Drive. You know what I'm
yep, exactly. That's what a house
saying?
is.
Okay. And some things was going on, and one of the big bros, Atwater, was out there. He was doing some things, took some pledges, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, come on over here." Get it in. I was like, yeah. And sneaking some of that punch is one of the things. That's all. I ain't gonna release nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Right this second. But I just want to make some of them connections.
Right.
My man Harold Washington was a Phi Beta Sigma, if I'm not mistaken.
Rest in peace to Harold Washington.
The late, great Harold Washington. Hey, man, let me tell you something about, you know what I remember about Harold Washington? I'll never forget this. I was a kid. And when they did a dedication, when he had that shovel. But just thinking about people like him, and you know who I always like to refer to, and I like to glean from, is George Washington Carver. You talking about a brother who went in his lab with just his Bible and came up with over 300 inventions using the peanut. The brilliance of them.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? The brilliance of I mean, I can only fathom the notion of, like, what was he thinking? You know, and just God downloading and imparting these witty, these creative ideas and witty inventions down to him, where he can make that available to us. Well, we're still using it now.
Yeah.
How many years later?
Yo, that boy was in that room like.
Smoking that good crime.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't.
I got the munchies.
I was like a mug.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't do that.
Hey,
I gotta do it.
Man, let me tell you something. If people can't laugh and people can't have an imagination, it's just like what's his name? Edison. He had to be on some type of cocaine or something.
Come on, man.
And Alexander Graham Bell. Let me tell you
Tesla's
something.
ideas.
I don't know what they were on or what they were thinking, but when he went out there with that key on that string,
He stole Tesla.
What's that?
when he went out there with that key on that string, I don't know what was going on, but.
He took credit for some of Tesla's ideas.
Yeah.
But whatever was going on, we're reaping the benefits from it today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I still wish I knew who the guy was that invented the air conditioning.
No, it's like let me.
Because it's hot in here.
Hey, have you guys ever thought about
In the
this?
summertime when it be hot.
Yeah.
Do you know the Wright brothers? Do you know that their dad thought that they were crazy for what they were trying to do with the flight and lift? I mean, come on, man. But this goes to show you, everybody listening to this, the person or the people closest to you.
It's in your
God bless
DNA
their soul.
already.
they might not believe in you and your dream
The way you
as
believe in
the way
it.
you believe in it. That doesn't make them bad. They just can't see your
But
vision.
is it bad when they become dream
It's
killers?
your vision. Oh yeah, a dream
Yeah,
killer is bad.
It's terrible.
But you know what? I sometimes we can't always fault the people because it's not the man, it's the spirit behind the man. Because they can't see it, so they can't fathom the notion of your dreams and your purpose, and they don't get it. So therefore, they kill it, not knowing they're killing it, because they don't get it. So you got to make them get it.
How do you make them get it?
You got to you got to be
You gotta
successful.
show and prove. You gotta use
That
that
my
God
man.
power.
You got to show
The
success.
power of God is in you.
That come on, man.
Show and prove.
Man, we are powerful beings, brother. We are many gods. We have the ability to create. We have the ability to influence.
And then you
We
gotta
have the
think about
ability to
this,
do
man.
everything.
There's 7 billion people on this planet. You know what I'm saying? The average human being uses 10% of his brain. Imagine if you tap into those other percentages of your
Man.
consciousness and
What's-
what you'll be able to accomplish.
What's that movie that came out when they had that pill, supposedly that pill
Limitless.
limitless. That you take that pill
You know, they
and it
working on-
opens up
you know,
and
they-
taps
They
into.
working on the actual.
I know they supposedly have some. I refuse to take it though because I don't know what's gonna happen when you take one of them
You
pills.
saw how it was in the movie. All his senses heightened. That boy was like, "Whoa, wait, hell, hold on, it's moving too fast. Wait a minute."
But let me tell you something.
That
How
boy
do you
became a multi-millionaire within months.
How do you
taking
tap?
them
How do you
pills.
tap into that? What's the beginning? Because you mentioned
Knowledge.
10%, so
You gotta.
what's the beginning of
You gotta know how to work.
tapping
You
in?
gotta know how to work your chakras, bro. Your chakras build from your stomach all the way up to the. You know what I'm saying? The brain.
Stomach.
You work your
good one.
chakras. Yeah, your stomach, the immune system.
Who you
know,
are.
The immune system is down here.
It's about who you are.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's my thing is called is be symbolic, right? Which means simply your best. And if you look at my tattoo, you see the roots. There's a tree, and there's the roots, and there's one leaf.
Right.
It means being deeply rooted stimulates growth.
Right.
So what happens is it's like seed time and harvest. Right? When you want something to grow, whether it's apples, oranges, roses, you have to plant the seed in the ground. As long as there's day and night, seed time and harvest will manifest. So you have to plant it. And you have to water it, you have to cultivate it, give it sunlight. So whatever it is on the inside of you, you have to read, you have to believe in it, you have to dream, you have to speak
put the
it,
knowledge
and you
on.
have to build your knowledge and let it manifest. And eventually that thing's going to prosper and grow.
That's real dope, and I think that's real dope to say and tie it all in together. And I'm thinking like sacrifice is a beginning to tapping into yourself. You know what I'm saying, and grow that frontal lobe and left and right brain in that corpus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sacrifice. So if you sacrifice a meal, you sacrifice. I ain't going out. Or,
Yeah.
You start feeling that
Yeah.
hunger and that,
Yeah.
and then I think it kind of gets killed when you stop the sacrifice
Right.
and you go back to your ways.
And you have to know every victory is a
Fasting.
victory, right? Right? Yeah. Fat. But you know what fasting does? Fasting, it makes you tap into who you are. Because
your brain start working differently.
yeah, because in order but
You
be,
getting all them toxins and stuff out.
yeah, and your process is different because when you start fasting, now you get this hunger on the inside of you where your body is craving food. It's craving something, but your mind has to tell your body, slow down, homie, I got this. Right? And the brain keeps working. So now you have to think of other avenues, other ways. So then you're going to drink some water, which you can still be on your fast because you're drinking water. It's pure. There's no impurities in it, none of that. And so, but after a while, your body, that hunger starts to subside because now your mind is telling your body what to do, and you're being led by your mind, not by your cravings, right?
Big bro, we gotta go off into some music. What you doing over there?
I swear,
What you doing over there?
I was sure to tell him we gotta go to a commercial break.
We got some more guests in the studio.
Yeah,
we definitely
yeah.
gotta get to some music real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Before we go off into this break, I gotta ask you. We got a versus battle going on right now, and the versus battle is between who? Joe Dallas.
Method Man and Ghostface Killer.
Ooh, Method Man and Ghostface Kill. That's
That's tough.
that's real tough. That's like
That was our intention. excellence.
That
I see the young guys in
We
the
didn't
building
want
right now.
we
like,
didn't want it to be easy.
That's how I feel.
tough, brother.
I know.
Method Man and
we gonna
Ghostface Killer.
get to y'all. I'm telling you when we come back. Real talk.
That's
I saw
tough.
That nonverbal. He was like,
Mm-mm.
you telling your age already.
That's
And
tough.
we telling our age with the battle. Let's go, man. It's a Kingpin Radio Show. This is my man Ghostface Killer and Mary J. Blige.
What's up, everybody? I'm on Kingpin Radio 98.3 with my guy Kingpin, with 2 Official in the building. We got everybody in the building. Kingpin, say what's up to the people.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man? This is Kingpin Radio Show. We spell like K-I-G-P-N. It's Prime up here right now, so we all Kingpins up in here. This is my man sitting right next to you. Man with the plans, 2 Official pen right there. That
Yeah.
right there, that's Joe Dollar's pen right there. We all pens up in here, Kingpins. Hey, that's Kofi pen right there.
like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Kofi pen the pen.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Be symbolic. Remember to keep supporting, all right? Simply the best. Being deeply rooted stimulates growth. Love you guys.